What's up everybody, Aigey here, and then judging by the title of this video, you probably already know what I want to talk about. But before that, I want to know in the comment below how you guys are doing today, so go ahead and let me know. I know Christmas is coming up right around the corner, and some of you may have some huge plans, so if you got some plans coming up, go ahead and tell me about that as well. But let me go ahead and get right into this video. I mean, earlier I made a video talking about some silly things that Symmetra can do and a little interaction that Reaper could do to push him out of the map and turn him into a thundercloud, as kind of like a joke sort of deal. But after playing a bit of Symmetra on both attack and defense, I started to think less and less of that theory being a joke and a little bit more serious. Now hear me out on this. I know a lot of you are probably like, oh, Symmetra's still useless, she can't do anything. There's nothing that she can do, she's never going to be a good hero. The way that she interacts now and the way that she is kind of like the old Symmetra before they nerfed her. And for those of you that didn't know, originally Symmetra gave 100 shields to her allies with an alpha, and then during closed beta she had 50 shields that she would give to people until it eventually was nerfed all the way down to 25. But now we've given Symmetra the ability to give all of her teammates 75 shields, which is pretty much close to pre-nerf Symmetra in the first place. We've gave her an additional range on her beam that can extend once locked on to about 10 meters, it feels like. I don't know the exact range, but there's some extension to it that gets a little out of hand, a little crazy, if you will. And I really think that the changes to Symmetra are going to make her very powerful. However, it's going to change the entire pace of the game, because if you're not running Symmetra, then you're going to be at an immediate deficit, because 75 regenerating health is pretty strong, I feel, in the game. And it's going to change the pace, because if you have Symmetra gameplay every single game, then games are probably going to be a little bit slower. They're not going to be as quick. If you're not running Symmetra, it's going to feel like you're at a constant disadvantage because everybody has 100 extra HP, which doesn't sound like a whole lot up front, but when you factor in the ability to regenerate that specific health bar, you don't have to keep resetting it. Kind of like the Torb situation where you can run out of armor and you have to get a new armor pack. Symmetra doesn't really have to deal with that. She just kind of gets in there and gives you a big fatty shield and says, good job everybody, you're doing great. With some of the gameplay, you can definitely see that there's some silly things that you can do on Symmetra right now. I mean, granted, you could do silly things with Symmetra before, but now it just feels like she's a little bit stronger. And by a little bit, I mean like she can do things that are really annoying, and giving a Genji a 75 HP shield and allowing him to just go in isn't really as fun as other things would be that she could promote interactivity. I mean, her shield generator alone just completely nullifies the need for a teleporter. Now granted, that's not always 100% true, because you're going to have your complete wipe comps, you're going to have things that people do to completely out anything that you want to do that involves a shield generator. But playing into a Symmetra that has a shield generator, knows how to protect it, and playing with a team that's also going to play around protecting that shield generator makes it an immediate focus target and necessity, unlike the teleporter. Like before, a teleporter is just kind of like, oh, Symmetra's got a teleporter somewhere, we'll get it later. But now with the shield generator, it feels like focus is like, oh my god, we need that shield generator down right the fuck now, because we can't deal with the 575 HP, the 675 HP Diva. We can't deal with all this stuff. The 500, I already said it, but you know, Reinhardt, obviously, the 575 Roadhog, things like that are just like, whoa, come on, man. Or excuse me, Roadhog would be another 675 hero, my bad. It's just so ridiculous how much that shield generator can actually be impactful. And then the floating little shield thing is kind of annoying. I don't really think it's like super broken, but I think it's a little bit annoying. I think the beam thing is kind of a little triggering here and there when it locks onto somebody and it has that kind of extendo range and you don't really have to aim with it. It just kind of destroys somebody for free. And then her little turrets are always going to be annoying as well. But what I really want to say is I don't think that the shield generator thing is going to make her any less powerful. I think it's going to make her significantly powerful, and I think they're going to have to change something about it. Maybe the range on it, because I feel like the range for it is very far, allowing you to make some very risky plays without much negative feedback on it. And then you can always pop a shield generator, give people a burst of 75 HP just whenever you feel like it, basically during an engagement or what have you. And I don't know, I want to hear what you guys think. I mean, I personally feel, after playing a bit of Symmetra, playing her time and time again in quick play and seeing her constantly in quick play, I think that she's going to be pretty strong. Now, I can't really say that about competitive, because I think people are too afraid to play her at the moment, so they're trying her out in quick play just to see what she can do, which is definitely my reasoning for trying her out in quick play. But I think that she's going to start showing up in competitive, and when she starts making an impact in competitive, if that's even possible, she'll still be a niche pick like she's always been. in specific areas, and that shield generator is probably going to be, I'm gonna say it's gonna be at least 85% used over her teleporter, because I think that shield generator is just too strong. You're just able to do way too much on it and set up too many good plays. But you know, I want to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.